Sometimes a nice big stretch is just what you need to get going in the morning. It's a natural urge that all of us share, particularly after spending long periods of time in the same position. Stretching has become one of the most common methods utilized to maintain physical fitness, gaining popularity in many facets of our health-conscious culture, from personal training to rehab settings. But stretching's popularity is mostly undeserved, requiring a lot of time and effort for very little benefit. In this video, we will look at the misconceptions surrounding stretching. All stretching techniques at their core are just a variation of two basic types of stretching. Static stretching, which is stretching and holding the position for a period of time, such as the classic bend over and touch your toes method, and active stretching, which is stretching combined with moving the muscle through its ranges of motion. There are several different techniques that have been developed over the years with fancy names and overhyped philosophies. But for the most part, there is a lack of evidence demonstrating significant benefits of any one type of stretching technique over the other, and very little benefit to a person's health or function. Let's first take a look at the most commonly stated reason people stretch: to warm up before physical activity. This is probably the biggest misconception about stretching. Stretching as a means to warm up is equivalent to pulling on both ends of a steak and expecting to get a nice medium rare. Have you ever seen a lion stretch his hamstrings before taking down a 600-pound wildebeest? No, but we find the need to stretch for 10 to 15 minutes before sauntering around the track a couple of times, before getting bored and going home. If you understand how the body works, this is obvious. Muscles need higher intensity movements to promote increased blood flow and metabolic activity to lead to an elevation in temperature. Dynamic warm-ups, consisting of simulated exercise or sport movements at progressively increasing intensities, are much more effective at getting the body ready to perform when compared to pulling on parts of your body for an arbitrary 30 seconds at a time. Dynamic warm-ups don't even have to be complicated. A simple brisk walk before going for a jog to get the heart rate up can do just the trick. Another believed benefit of stretching is its ability to help prevent injury and enhance performance. These are claims that many professionals in the personal training and rehab communities continue to preach, but there is no quality evidence demonstrating any benefits of stretching to prevent injuries, even when compared to no preventative measures at all. Injury rates between those that stretched and those that did not have been shown to be the same for a variety of injuries in those performing different athletic tasks. There is some evidence that suggests static stretching in particular can actually have negative impacts on athletic performance. This is thought to be due to the neurophysiologic effect that static stretching has on the muscle's ability to produce a contraction, resulting in deficits in muscular endurance and force. This negative effect is only short-lived, and the muscles eventually normalize, but there are much better ways of conditioning the body to perform at a higher level. Strength and endurance training have been shown to be significantly more beneficial in preventing injuries and enhancing functional and athletic performance, and have actually been shown to result in increases in flexibility. Another common reason people stretch is to prevent soreness. Post-exercise soreness is a normal response after exercising at a higher level that you are typically used to. It often comes on 24 to 48 hours after activity and can leave you walking around like the Tin Man. As you may be guessing by now, stretching has been shown to have little benefit for preventing or improving soreness, whether it is performed prior to the activity or after. In one study, stretching to prevent soreness was shown to have as much benefit as therapeutic ultrasound, which was no effect whatsoever. There is nothing that represents a complete waste of time more than being compared to therapeutic ultrasound. You're worthless and no one should have invented you. Back in the closet. Sorry about that. Where were we? Instead, time would be better spent on other means of minimizing the effect of delayed onset muscle soreness, such as utilizing strategies to help enhance recovery by reducing inflammation, such as eating and hydrating properly, making sure you get enough sleep, and modifying your workouts to avoid overuse injuries. Now, there are certain situations that a focused stretching effort is beneficial. In particular, athletes that require extreme ranges of motion, such as dancers or gymnasts, as well as certain orthopedic conditions that require longer duration stretching due to muscle contractures. These are very specific cases, however, and do not apply to most people or athletes. For most, time can be better spent elsewhere. In summary, there is an undeserved importance placed on stretching to maintain health and wellness. Yes, stretching can make most people more flexible if it is done properly and diligently enough, which it hardly ever is. But to date, there is no evidence that would suggest greater flexibility leads to positive changes in any meaningful health measure. It has no impact on blood pressure, heart rate, cholesterol, or blood sugars. There is no indication that individuals who are more flexible have improved physical performance or less pain. And the time that it takes to make meaningful changes in range of motion is impractical. And for what? A few more degrees of range of motion that likely could have been achieved through other more effective exercise strategies, such as strength and endurance training. Methods that have been shown to lead to meaningful improvements in health and performance. In the end, there is nothing inherently bad about stretching. So if you like it because it simply feels good and is something you enjoy, then go for it. Get your Stretch Armstrong on. But let's stop wasting our time contorting our bodies under the false pretenses of better health. Because unless you are rearing up for the next family game night full of Twister, you're probably wasting your time. Thank you for watching another episode of Physio Show. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel to receive more physical therapy related content.